world, it is time for more Nurkte levels. I am really enjoying the Nurkte circuit here. Some really, really great levels. I really, really don't want them to end. But inevitably, all good things must all good things must come to an end. But I've really enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you, Nurkte. I really appreciate all the time, love, and energy you put into these levels, because it definitely shows. What's up, Cam? Always great to see you, Peter. It is almost Thanksgiving, people. Got a nice little 2 days off for Thanksgiving break, and I am pumped. I am thrilled. I was thinking about it, and I haven't had... It's been a lot of 5-day weeks. I want to say a couple months in a row. No, because we had Labor Day in September. In any case, I'm looking forward to it. What's going on, Nathaniel? Big shout out to Hong Kong. What's up, Fernando and Andrew? What's up, Jesse? What's the story? What is the story, Morning Glory? Oasis. What's up, Erica G? Shout out to the Gobble family. What's going on, Andrew? What's going on, J-Man? No, I get Thursday and Friday off. Taylor can talk on Facebook. That's good. What's up, K. Borowski? Crazy work today. Glad I'm heading back to Ohio tomorrow. There you go. Have a safe trip. Peter's off for the next 2 days. There you go, Peter. We get a little break ski here. You going live on Thanksgiving? I think so. I believe so. It depends on how it plays out. But I'm planning to. But I kind of plan to every day. But every now and then it doesn't happen. But that's all right. I'm just glad I've kept up with it. The fact that now I've had this very stressful job for over a year, and I've still kept up with nearly daily streaming. Certainly haven't been perfectly consistent. Less consistent this year than ever. But with that said, reducing the stream from 2 hours to 1 was the right move long term. And I do plan someday to go back to 2 hours, but it's allowed me to keep going and stay consistent enough, sort of. What's up, Jess? 4-day weekend, J-Man. You gotta love that. You've got to love that. And I would love to have the TikTok chat involved. What's up, Savage Chewbacca? Had an interview today for a 4-day work week. That's very nice. 10 hours a day? Is it one of those dealios? The dealio of life? There's that. Oh, buddy, had a big meeting at work today. Things went all right. Put out a couple fires. So I am making progress there. But I am exhausted. I haven't been sleeping that great. I got some family members that are having some hard health times that I'm worried about. And just some stuff, you know what I mean, people? Hey, that's nice of you to say, Erica G. You swear you gonna try to meet me at the coffee place next year? 410's interview? If you had enough transit in the area, you go for 410's. The 1 hour streams go by too fast. They definitely go by too fast. Played a couple screenshots today. Beat them all. Nice job, Taylor, from this level creator. Thank you for the heart, Jess. 10-hour days in IT. Nice, Savage Chewbacca. Can you do any of it from home, or is it all in the office? What's up, Felipe? I'm from Massachusetts, which is in New England, in Estados Unidos. All right, that's all set. Hit that like button. Double tap the screen if you know what I mean. And let's get down to business. What are we waiting for here? What are we waiting for? We got the level code already updated. And I've seen this clear video, and I already, a full disclosure, I know about the troll at the end, and I am going to avoid it. I am going to be Using the knowledge from the clear video to avoid the clever troll at the end. And I don't mean that sarcastically in this case, because you'll see. It looks like it's one long blue platform to get into the pipe, but it's actually two. And if you fail to jump, it's game over. You're cooked. But thanks to Isherwood81, unbelievable Mario Maker 2 player, an awesome streamer to give you level codes. He does lots and lots of level code streams, and he's amazing. Big shout out to Isherwood81. Oh, buddy. Oh, how you like me now, Chad? I'm good at this game. Andy boy. Oh, my gosh. I think I was literally a pixel away. Oh, how you like me now? All right. That's what you like to see. Oh, you know what? This isn't the right level. The level that I'm thinking of, is a climbing level. This is the level. This part goes on forever. Oh, buddy. It's very well laid out, though. I like the pace and the rhythm feels fair. Oh, buddy. Oh, my good gracious. Oh, and the server maintenance tonight, chat, at 7:55. Come on now. All right, we're almost at the troll. Oh, that's a rough one. We almost got there. Oops. CoasterCon next year is in New England. What is CoasterCon? There you go. The back is finished. Sorry about that, Taylor. And there's Double Star Mom 35. Check her out. She's amazing. You made it to Thanksgiving break. Looks like the principal didn't notice your wing it. And the lesson plan's all right, so it snuck through. What's up, William? Gotta love the blue platform levels. Hey, what's up, buddy, over on the vertical? And what's up, Frank? I see you now. Thanks for the heart and the sign there. It's an American Coaster Enthusiast National Convention. So do they have any coasters you can ride, or is it just like coaster appreciation? I'm trying to picture it. I'm trying to picture what it's like. You walk in. Oops. Can I expect to ride a roller coaster at this convention? Or am I just going to see videos? Or maybe like a VR coaster experience? Oh my gosh. Okay. That first attempt was a little better than that. What's up, Cinematic Amatrian? We'll just go with Cinematic. Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy. All right. Okay. We're doing good. We're climbing. All right, we're rhyming. We're freestyling. I don't think waiting is the move there. I think I want max momentum. Complete with having ride time devoted to them at parks like Six Flags. They hit a bunch of parks. It's hundreds of roller coaster enthusiasts descend upon one particular region. Oh, and they go to amusement parks that have, okay, so it's not like at a convention center. It happens at an amusement park. Having ride time devoted to them. Okay, interesting. What's up, Dave? Cinematic looks easy, but not for me. It is tough. Especially this level creator, some of these levels look deceptively simple and easy. And then you try it, and you're like, oh, my gosh. This thing's a little harder than it looks. So, I don't know if at this point in my life I can honestly say I'm a roller coaster enthusiast. I loved roller coasters for a long time, but the older I've gotten, the more prone I seem to have gotten to, like, feeling nauseous. Oh, gosh. Feeling different forms of discomfort from thrill rides. I think the sweet spot for me is probably those the Disney rides where it's like taking you through a story. So It might have a couple parts that go a little fast on you, but overall, pretty tame. I think that's probably the sad speed that I've arrived at. But you ever hear of the Turkish twist? Or there's probably a more generic name for it. That's just what it was called at Canopy Lake. It's kind of like a smaller amusement park. Nothing like Disney. Not even like Six Flags. It's like a Six Flags Junior. It's like, yeah, Six Flags Junior is probably the best way to describe it succinctly. And it's that thing where you stand with your back against the wall, and the thing spins 1,000,000 miles an hour, and then the floor drops out, and you're stuck to the wall. That was closer. How are you, Roderick? You know what I'm saying, J-Man? You notice you have to be more careful with rides yourself? You know about Canopy Lake. You've been there a couple times. It's a good one. I loved Canopy Lake growing up, and I still love it. During the Halloween season, it turns into Scream Fest, where they have a bunch of haunted houses in addition to the rides. But they have a couple cool water rides that by the time it's September, you're not as interested. But definitely a lot of nostalgia there. As a kid, that was my ultimate favorite spot. Canopy Lake Park. Oh my gosh. They have this one arcade there, and they keep the AC blasting so hard that it's like a below zero experience when you walk in, which I always liked. But it was always very consistent. If you need to cool off, you go to that arcade for about 10.2 seconds, and you are going to be chilly. Come on now. You know, I think part of the trick is that I want to land as far right as possible on that platform, so it has just a little bit of time to descend. I don't want to give it much time to fall, but just that little bit of time to descend will make it so that I don't have to make the lowest jump possible. It'll help me along a bit. But I can't afford to slow down. Oh, I need my momentum. Big shout out to Rain Moon Goddess. The Gravitron! Thank you, Michael. Yes, exactly. No. Or Mike. Is it Michael? It's either Michael or Michaela. I think it's Michael. The way that my chat window is like scrunched up, it's scrunching up the username. I didn't get to go to Canopy Lake this year. Next year I'm going. I didn't get to go to the fairs this year. But I've been depressed. That's the truth. And that's all right. I'm definitely coming out of it. I've been working hard at it and fighting myself in a good way. And you all have certainly done a great job of keeping me encouraged. Hit me with that support and encouragement. And just kind of working through it all. And now I have to say, at this point at my job, I do feel like I'm finally getting good at it in a way that I was not good at it just a few months ago. It's taken like over a full year to get fully acclimated to this role. So that's helping there. Come on, Pat. Hey, what's up, Leon? Hey, thanks, Alevandre. It's Michael. Okay, I had it. Thinking the same type of ride. Couldn't think of the name. There you go. Oh, chat. Man, we had that incredible first run. Now you see just how good that first run was. There we go. It is satisfying This kind of precision design feels satisfying to execute. Doesn't feel tedious. Because, at least for me, there is a certain level of precision where it gets a lot less fun and a lot more tedious feeling. Come on. Yeah, it worked! Okay, now what? Okay, get ready. I'll show you the troll. We're almost there. Come on now. Okay. No! Wait! Is there any way to save this? Probably not by doing what I'm doing now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I gotta do this again? No, and then there was nothing there. Wow. Very cool level, Doug. Tell people it takes 6 to 12 months to get good at a job. Yeah, I think that's true, J-Man. What's up, Jan? Thank you, Peter. It's your second day in your new role, and you're so overwhelmed. So much information. Jan, very relevant topic here. Because I was just saying, you've heard me, Jan, be kind of discouraged by feeling like I'm working so hard and still not feeling all that competent. And I was saying I feel like I finally am breaking through a little bit. And so what I encourage you with, especially on your second day, is you almost got to factor in. You got to give yourself more grace than you might normally be comfortable with. Because anybody in your position, even the best of the best, is going to feel some amount of overwhelmed at the amount that you're having to learn and execute at the same time. Because I think that's really what we're getting at, is for a lot of jobs, just the execution, just the execution of the task takes a lot. So when you have to also be learning that task while simultaneously executing the task, you're really asking a lot of yourself. And I think overwhelmed... See, that's the troll. I think overwhelmed is a very fair feeling to feel. Don't troll me. Okay. Gotta love Nurkte. What's up, Stevie? So, Jan, totally valid to feel overwhelmed right now. And I think it will get better from here. And I think of you as someone very capable, very smart. For the time that I've known you in this stream, the things that you've said and the little things you've contributed, I definitely have that impression of you. But, I mean, obviously I've never talked to you on the phone. I don't actually know you. But that is my honest impression of you, is that you're a smart guy. So I do feel confident that you will be able to do this. So big shout out to Jan. You're a supervisor in a new division, and I'm learning the job of people who I beat out for the job. Oh my gosh, bro. This is like a show. You could do a reality show of this thing, Jan. Thank you, Jess. And thanks again for that video. Because it's huge shout out, Issue at 81. Glad I did not have to experience that troll to know about it. Thanks for the GG, Andrew, Atlas, Balin, Peter, Erica, and Michael. You're doing great, Jan. Big shout out to my boy, Jan. Hey, thanks, Sherga. Sherga 007. Wow, we already played all those. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Ark! I have a chance to be one of the first 10 clears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and look at Mozart's on the list. My buddy Mozart. And Casper. They're all amazing. All right, we got to get in there. It's time. There is server maintenance in 30 minutes. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Jess. You ain't kidding. Oh my gosh. Hey, thank you. Oh, no thank you. You know he likes Star Wars? I do. And you watch Kenobi. Have you watched Ashoka? No, but I want to. I mean to. I really want to watch that other one. Andor. I might not be saying it right. A-N-D-O-R. This is very cool. I actually really like this already. Do I do endless? Not today, Leon, but sometimes. Every now and then I go down a rabbit hole. And we've gone down a Nurkte rabbit hole here. for the past, like, week and a half. I think this is part 11, and I don't know if that counted the Super World. So it may have been 2 weeks of Nurkte. And I wish there were 2 more weeks. Although there is his original account. I should find that out. I wonder... Does anybody have access to that? Let me know if you pull that up. Oh, look at this. See if you can find me Nurkte's original account. Because I'd like to take a look from this account. This is my main account to see if I have many flags on that list of uploads. You gotta watch that. I'm not accounting for that bounce. If you watch, when the Goombas land, there's a little bounce. Bam. And you gotta account for it because that's the same timing that you're bouncing off of it. There you go. There you go, Pat. You just gotta go fast. Like most of these Nurkte levels, you gotta hurry up. What's up, George? Am I down on Facebook? Yeah, I am. Unable to connect. Oh, sorry, Facebook. Thank you for telling me, George. This types of levels of Kaizo? Depends on how you define Kaizo. It's one of those things like asking what genre of music something is. You ask 5 different people, they say 5 different things. Would I call this Kaizo? No. Because for me, Kaizo is directly associated with shell tricks. If a level doesn't have a shell jump in it, it's hard for me to consider it Kaizo. But not in like a purist sense, just in how I think of it in my own experience with it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, that was close. That's progress. Fernando, oh my gosh, you switched over to YouTube. Good move, my man. I guess that's the good thing about having multi-stream for this long. If any of these platforms go down, any of the regulars anyway are gonna know you got 4 other options. Oh, 4 other options. There's no reason to do that, Pat. It's like speedrun precision platforming. Exactly. That is a perfectly accurate description. But there are people out there that would call this a Kaizo level. Oh, are they wrong? Not according to me. I don't really think there's a. I don't think there's a right and wrong with something as subjective as that. You can't really look it up in the dictionary. You can look it up on the internet, and even there you'll find a couple different definitions. You'll see the origin of the word being Kaizen. That's kind of the one consistent. Oh, more progress. Any idea what you're going to do when Facebook gaming goes away? My understanding, which is very limited in this topic and in life, that while Facebook gaming is going away, live streaming on Facebook is not going away. It appears that the thing... Ooh, how you like me now? Oh, the thing that is ending is Facebook gaming, a space on Facebook dedicated to gaming. But what there's still lots of other types of streamers on Facebook, especially like people selling stuff. Oops. So, my understanding is that they're just grouping everything together. They're grouping everybody who's live streaming, whether it's gaming or otherwise, into the same bucket. What's up, Simon? But I can't reiterate this enough. I genuinely do not know that for a fact. That's just what I've kind of gleaned or come to think I understand. But I'm very... My confidence level is low that that's completely accurate. But as far as answering the question, what am I going to do when Facebook gaming goes away? I'm planning to continue streaming to Facebook the way that I have been for the past year and a half with the multi-stream. But, you know, it would be interesting if I did a little experiment of, like, do a week of only streaming on YouTube or a week of only streaming on... The thing is, it's just not enough time. Like, to actually... If the goal would be to see, what do I gain more from, viewership-wise? If I was to be able to stream in one place, have one chat where everybody can see each other and talk to each other, that is definitely a massive downside to multi-streaming. Is everybody being scattered and they can't really see what they're saying. That definitely takes something away from the overall experience. Versus if you're all watching on the same platform and you can all interact as you please. That's a lot better experience. That's the same thing I did last time I got there. Feed was full of oyster shuckers. There you go, selling pearls. Hey, I mentioned me in Google. Very nice. Nurkte Mario Maker 2 comes according to post from Super Pat World Facebook YouTube channel. Super Mario Maker 2. No way with that. So you were Googling for the code that I asked for, and it spit out me as the source for the alt account. Oh, but there you go. You came up with it. Thank you, Cameron. Well, I think what we just learned, chat, is that I'm famous. So congratulations to me. I've arrived. Oh gosh, I've arrived. I am now an internet Z-list celebrity. Whoop. Patty boy, I really like this. Okay, we're not going to hit that muncher this time. Wow, this is wild. Mary, you're on Facebook. It reconnected? Can you hear me? We just got a chat transmission from Facebook. But on my end, I have the red X that says that I'm no longer live over there. Close. I need a bit more. What's up, Blue Man? Well known to the Mario Maker 2 community. I see. I don't really feel that. But, I mean, I guess I don't know how I would feel that or what would quantify, how to measure that. But I guess all I have to go on is my interactions in the chat. And I feel like, well, I guess that's what you're saying, is that especially in, like, the level creator community of the level creators I really appreciate, it's definitely been a trip being able to have all you level creators like Andrew right in the mix. So, yeah, I guess you're right. I had been approaching it from the thought of, like, streamers. Of, like, I've never had any interaction with pretty much any of the bigger streamers. Pat, a little more! Bit more. Gotta try your mom's rolls today? Nice. My boy Peter, living the good life. Come on, Pat. Come on now. On my phone, it isn't loading, but says you're still live with 2 viewers. My computer already switched the stream to Super Pat was live. You can replay the whole thing. Okay, so I'm definitely not live over there. Mary, I'm sorry. You deserve better, Mary. You deserve better. There we go. This feels like a good attempt. Yep. No! That's a tough jump. That is a tough jump, chat. I'm going to need your help somehow. I'm going to need you to believe in me. Just like Parappa the Rapper said, you gotta believe. That's definitely on my streaming bucket list, is to beat Parappa the Rapper live on stream. I wonder if it would be littered with copyright claims. Bro, I have to do the tiniest jump ever. Double star believes. Andrew believes. You gotta believe. It's very fun. Oh! It is a very fun but difficult level. Too far out. Too far out. Come on now. There you go. Yes, that's it. No! How dare you. Ken needs that turtle jump. Ken, you might be out of luck, my friend. There were a couple levels in the mix that had shell jumps. Ooh. We want a fresh start, because we want that Goomba in position. There we go. Hey! Hey, speaking of Canopy Lake, I think I shared this before on stream, but it's still floating around in my mind now that I talked about Canopy Lake. And there was one super, super rainy day at Canopy Lake, and basically all the rides shut down. And me and my cousin were stranded with only like 2 or 3 other people that were on that side of the park. Oh. This wasn't the freezing cold arcade, thankfully. It was like a open air arcade. But it had a roof over it, so it was still covered from the rain. But the rain was falling like 6 feet away. And we just went to work on that game and ended up beating it. It was I think it's the one and only time. No, there was one other time. There's 2 times I managed to beat a game in the arcade with quarters. That The Simpsons at Canopy Lake on 2-player mode, me and my cousin, and at a bowling alley growing up called Pilgrim Lanes. It was the best bowling alley. They had the pin cam. It was the only lanes around here that had the pin cam, that you could literally use a camera to see the shot, see exactly how the pins were. More helpful than you might think. What's up, DJ Apollo? Nice to see you. And they had a little arcade, maybe like 30 to 40 games and some skee ball. And one of the games they had was called Lucky and Wild. And it's one of those 2-player arcade games. But what made this one very interesting is one person controlled the steering wheel, because you were driving, and the other one controlled the weaponry. And so you had to work in tandem. One focused on driving and lining up your shots for you, while the other focused on aiming and using that weaponry. And we happened to go at a time when, one way or another, the dream glitch occurred. And when we would get to the continue screen, it just let us continue for free. It was almost like it thought there was a quarter stuck in it or something. But one way or another, I have no idea how it happened. And it certainly never happened again. But for this one glorious moment, we were stuck in this infinite free game mode. And we ended up there. It was at least an hour. It was at least an hour. Because I think I even remember that once we beat it, we still wanted to keep playing it. Because how often do you have a free video game like that? A free arcade game? It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime. But it still counts towards my tally to arcade... Oh! Cabinet arcade games that I have cleared. Super Tubin Arcade. I don't remember that. Was that like at a... That almost sounds like an arcade at a mall. There we go. Hey, survived. Oh no. Saved it? Lost it. It's from Aerosmith. Okay, Blue Man. Used to live behind an ice arena that had an arcade, and you beat several that way. Now, has anyone else had the experience where you're on an infinite, you have an infinite free game glitch? Yeah, because you know what? I think it was that we tried to keep... I think we tried to keep playing after beating it, and then it was no longer working. Like, it was asking for more money. I think that was it. We're talking many, many years ago. I'm surprised I remembered it was called Lucky and Wild. Oh. You have a vintage sit-down arcade game. It has over 80 games. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can picture it, Jan. That's pretty sweet. Right at home. I'd say one bucket list item I've got. And it's a very short list. I'm not even sure what else would be on it, but one thing that I am sure would be on it. Come on, Pat! I keep being too intimidated by those spikes. Oh my gosh. Bowling alley, you sit down on a donut tube and float down the river? What? What river? Bowling alley. Do you remember Super Tubin Arcade? It's a bowling alley. You sit on a donut tube and float down the river. Super Tubin Arcade. No. What's up, Digital? All right, we got to get this. Enough of the chitter-chatter. We got to make this thing happen. No, well, I can't leave you hanging. I want to have my own pinball machine. Hey, we never made it here. How dare you? Pinball machine. That's something I would love to own, but the thing is, they take a good amount of maintenance. Or a better way to say it is eventually, since it's mechanical, it is going to need maintenance. And that's going to be expensive. So I wonder if in the near future, like, there'll be a convincing pinball experience in VR. Or maybe even just some hardware. Hey, what about that? What if you had hardware that just was the front of a pinball machine with the flippers and the start button, you know, the front of a pinball machine, and in VR, it could be all your favorite pinball machines. And even ones that could never exist otherwise. Probably even cooler concepts than you could ever do in real life. That would be so cool. I have little ping pong or ping pong paddle attachments for my Quest 2 paddles. And it is insane how real it feels playing ping pong. Obviously, you're missing the actual feel of the ball against the the paddle. But even without it, it still like really tricks your brain, and it feels like you're playing ping pong. It's nuts. So I would love to see them develop a little pinball VR. Because then my big hang up about maintenance being expensive goes away. Because it's digital. It's not mechanical anymore. I think we might be there. I think we might be onto something here, Chad. Addams Family is definitely on the top 5, Jan. Addams Family and Twilight Zone. If you're a real pinball player, you know those 2 games. And if you're more on the modern side, I think one of the best ever newer ones was the Star Wars Phantom Menace. There was a name for it where it had the little 3D hologram thing in the middle screen. They had a little series of them, but that one was incredible. That they had that at the beach, and I used to play that like crazy. Closest you came to that was in high school. You'd leave and walk to McDonald's with friends for lunch, and we were in high school, never had money. There was a car wash on the way that had a pop vending machine, and for some reason, the Orange Crush was free. But we would get Orange Crush every day. That's like the best childhood discoveries is that kind of stuff. If you find this like glitch where like you just get a free orange soda every day as a kid, what in the world? That might as well be pure gold. That's amazing, Dave. Costco has a Star Wars Pinball 1 on sale, but it's 5 Gs. Yeah, that's too much for me. Ninja Turtles and X-Men in arcade. Oh yeah. So you were all about the battling games, George. The X-Men, that was the one that they have up to 8 people. I remember seeing the crowd hunched over that one. There we go. Thank you, Erica, for shouting out to Kenneth. There are many digital pinball machines, but they're not the same if they're not real balls or paddles. But Blue Man, do you get what I'm saying? If you were standing in front of a real, not virtual, but a real simulated, well, I can't say real and simulated. Like, if you were to take a pinball machine and just slice it down after 6 or maybe a foot, just the first foot of the, because that's where all the controls are. If you had a physical controller in real life that you'd stand in front of, and then in VR, you would literally be seeing in its exact position in real life the pinball machine. In that sense, it could be basically any pinball machine. They just have obviously it'd be tough to license it all, but if they could do it convincingly, it would be a payday for everybody. All right, we're dreaming about pinball technology. I don't think it's happening anytime soon, but maybe. They've already come a pretty far away with VR. It is pretty cool. How are you, Digital? Thank you, Doug. Thanks for the 10 GGs. All right, let's get another clear here. Hey, thanks for the hot kiwi. That's all right, Kiwi. Glad you made it in. You're just in time for the next clear. We got Goomba Kaizo. Oh, one of these. Okay. Should I do spin jumps? He's not going to turn around. Turn around. What's up, Ruby? I'm tempted to skip that one. No, but you know what? It's because I'm buying time while the other one's walking to the other way. This one. This guy. Okay, I don't think... What's up, Hydro? I think I want these jumps. Yeah, how is that going to happen? How in the world is that going to happen? If you just want the pinball buttons, you get a digital pinball cabinet and change out the theme. Yeah, but, okay, I like that. But that sounds more expensive. I'm imagining the final product, the pinball hardware, I'm thinking it will cost $100 max. In the game itself, we'll call it another 100 as a worst case scenario. For $200 to have a full digital pinball experience with an actual... I guess that's what I'm imagining, is what you just described. Where they hollow out what used to be a pinball machine and just use the body. I wonder... I'm starting to think I'm supposed to come back around and pick that one up. Can you pick up one of the Galoombas, toss it at the tower? Yeah, exactly. I wasn't even thinking of the tower, but that definitely makes more sense. I think I want to do this one. Yeah. This is going to be tricky, but it's going to look really cool once we get it. Now I have to get out of the habit of going for the low one first. But I think that helped going as fast as possible like this. But, oh, I bonked. Okay, I think this is it. Oh my gosh. One Up Arcade might have something for 1,000. But that's 5 times more than 200. Oh, I keep bonking. Skip the first one. Skip the first one. Do this one. It messes up the next jump, though. It does feel like I am doing it in the wrong order, though. I'll try again, skipping the first one. It's just that it turns the other guy around. So maybe I just have to be faster? No, because I need to knock that one over to grab it. Yeah, no, I can't skip the first one. I feel like that's confirmed now. But it was a good idea. If I do this... There we go, like this. Yeah, buddy, we got it. Used to play mini golf with someone on VR. It felt like we were actually hanging out. Yeah, VR is amazing. VR is currently underrated. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of that either, Jan. I forgot it was going to turn around. I want to throw that as I'm still on the rise, as my jump is still in the ascent phase. Oh, boy. I think I need at least a stack of 2 for 2 jumps. We're close. We're getting there. The indicators? Well, I gotta say, this level creator has consistently been on the minimalist side for the indication. But it has worked. I definitely think there's some intent behind having it be a tiny bit puzzly of what exactly is the way to do this. I see, that feels like... It feels like I don't want these two to turn around. If they were walking to the right, I'd be okay. I need to pick up another one to go up here, and that'll... I don't want to get trapped here. How am I going to do this without falling? Without touching the ground? This might be a clear video situation. Because, as much as I just said the whole... Oh! There we go. It went the right way. But I need one... I need to grab one. You know what a better plan probably is? A better plan is probably saving this for either tomorrow. Whenever the next time I stream, I think I would start with this, because this is shaping up to be pretty tough. But I don't... It's hard to judge right now how much of the difficulty is just related to me doing the wrong things. But see, now that we have that part... Well, I was in the middle of saying we're pretty consistent with it now, but... Yeah, I think I might leave this one. Maybe we'll do... I've been playing just this level creator so consistently. I probably haven't played the recent Popular Super Expert. So for the last part of the stream, I'm going to switch to that. It will save this. Only has 4 clears, too. Mike T. Mikey is an Ant Casper. They're incredible. And the Beast. Look at this list. The only one I don't recognize is Scallywag, but I can guarantee you Scallywag is incredible at this game. To be in the mix with these 3. I can definitely vouch for these 3. All right. We'll come back for it. And let's see what's going on. Oh, Clumsy, can you give a shout-out to Isherwood81 as well? Because his clear video is what got me through the first level of the stream. So I wanted to shout him out. Great level great streamer to give you level codes to. He takes viewer levels a lot. And he's amazing. He's really crazy good at the game. Crazy, crazy, crazy good. All right. Number 1. There we go. Thank you, Clumsy. Haven't found a clear video. Okay, well, thank you for checking, Jess. All right, what do we have here? Oh, my gosh. I've left out an important step. That is not the correct step. Okay, so... What? Oh, this way. Hey. Oh, I misunderstood. Whatever. Oh! Thank you for the one-ways. No clear video on that last one. Okay, thanks, Dave. It's tough because there's so few clears, so it makes sense. Don't need the shell again. There we go. Nice. Hey-o. Oops. I think I need to send him to the left. I believe that's what went wrong there. That's that way, and then, yeah, it's supposed to be that way. Do I need that shell? No. No, you don't. There you go. You knew what to do, Clumsy. You knew what to do. No. That second indicator... No! Don't do it to me! We gotta hurry up. We gotta clear this thing right now. Give it to me! Give me that clear! We're about to find out. Moment of truth. If it does the bloop at the end. Bloop. Nope. Okay, it hasn't officially begun. That must have been like the last warning shot, like 60 seconds. All right, we still got the clear. All right, chat. Well, there we go. Thanks so much for being here. Think I'll be back tomorrow, if not Thursday, if not Friday, if not Saturday. You know the deal. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And we got one more day, at least my work schedule. One more day than 2 off, and I am so thrilled. I am so looking forward to it and have this whole 2 thing finished. I've got the tree up. I've got the Christmas decorations up. That felt so good. I've expressed a couple times on stream that I've been trying to get things back in order around here and trying to use Christmas decorating as a catalyst to kind of get in a little momentum, and it has really helped. Now I got the tree up. It's looking great. And I get to bust out. If you were a viewer during yard sale season, you know that I found basically a 3-foot Santa countdown to Christmas decoration that's probably like worth $150, $200. It's super sturdy, really well made. The kind of thing I would never buy new in a million years. And this year, I get to have it right next to the left side of the TV. I love it. So that was a big boost. Definitely helped me feel a little better. Taking some steps in the right direction. So there's a little update for you, chat. Thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you so much to anyone who hit with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside. Find a way to move that you don't dread. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's a complete disaster. Nothing's ever going to get better without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore. What's the point when things are going downhill? Things are getting more and more hopeless. Valid to feel that way, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions because the truth is there is some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. I can't tell you exactly what it is or when it's coming, but I can promise you it's coming. And one of the heaviest and most oppressively burdensome parts of being really depressed or really anxious, in my opinion, is having that very convincing weight of the feeling of nothing's getting better. I'm cooked. It's over. It's very easy to feel that way, but I'm here to tell you, as bad as you feel right now, you will not always feel this way. That's part of like the trap of the spiral. Feels so bad, and it feels like it's only getting worse. And if you lean in, it almost becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's critical to be able to recognize, whoa, I'm really depressed right now. Whoa, I'm super anxious right now. I'm seeing reality through the filter of this depression or this anxiety. And as such, I can't trust my thoughts and conclusions. Doesn't mean I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm a human, especially if you have your mental health struggles. You can't beat yourself up. That only makes it worse. So you got to give yourself the grace of, hey, I can admit I'm depressed right now, and I'm not going to just think of every single negative thing possible. And I'm going to try to take one step in the right direction. Maybe it's clean the house a little bit. Maybe it's decorate the house. It's going to be something different for everybody. But if any of that resonates with you, know that I'm rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. And I hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Until then, have an amazing rest of your week. Have a great Thanksgiving. Hug your family. Tell them you love them. And catch up with you soon. Bye, everybody.